What up, what up, what up? Happy Monday, beautiful people, beautiful world. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. And boy, oh boy, do I got a topic for you. How I found myself. Man, when you say something like that, the first thing I think about is, I didn't even know I was lost. You know, a lot of people might say that, you were lost. How can I find you? Funny joke, I actually have to put my name on the camera, my name on the door, just to say that Cedric lives here if I'm looking for myself. All joking aside, finding myself it's been one of the most difficult experiences, but also the most rewarding experience. What I mean by that, finding yourself is tearing off the layers. It's like peeling an onion, of slowly peeling it back to be able to go down to that core. And while you're going through all of that, there's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of things that you may not want to face. But what the reward is, the peace, the serenity, the authenticity that actually you now live from. When I was young, the thing is, when I started getting lost, I actually learned at a young age to escape. What I mean is, story. My sister and brothers might remember this. We went to a private school. I'm not all about the races, but growing up, there was sometimes some segregation. We went to a private school that was majority white, and then my parents divorced, was separated first, when I was in the 6th grade. And that's when I actually went to a school in the town, the public school, which was majority black. And I wasn't fully accepted immediately. And I remember that I was trying to fit in with people, and I came home and I made up this story, and I won't say the name of the person, but I made this story that, so-and-so's family wants to adopt me, so I think I want to move there. And that's just because I didn't like where I was at the time. I wasn't happy with the home life, going through a divorce, with my parents, new school, wasn't fully accepted. And so I started to create this person, which eventually became a personality about myself. I started to create, using humor as an escape, or whenever things became tough, I ran away from it. Another true story, when I was in 6th grade, when I went to the very first, I think actually the only fight I might have had in school, was in my 6th grade, and they egged us on. They said that, this guy, I'm not gonna say his name either, this guy supposedly did something to me, and they were egging us on, and I walked up behind and I pushed him. Bearing in mind, this is only my first few weeks in public schools. I went to a private school. I didn't know what the fight was. The only fight I fought was my brother. And I pushed him, and he turned around, and he punched me in the eye. And my response to him was to shake his hand and to say good punch. Didn't know what to do. So I used that as a reason to escape all the time. It's like I didn't want to have to deal with confrontation. And I started losing who I was as a soul, I started pretending to do things, acting out that wasn't all who I was to a character. Even if you actually go back, those of you who have been following my journey as well, you look at the beginning videos, compared to the videos which I'm actually doing right now, you'll notice the difference there. I was doing things that I thought people wanted to see. I was doing things because I wanted to uplift. I know I had a message, but I wasn't doing it in an authentic way. I was doing almost like I was trying to be an Eric Thomas or a Les Brown. But you know where I feel the most comfortable? Cedric Glad. It's so relieving when you let down the expectations of what anyone else, the world, I'm sorry to say this, sorry mom and dad, even your parents. When you let go of the expectations of what people want to see from you, and you start living from a place in here, that's exactly how it feels. You exhale. I don't have this weight carrying around with me every day. I don't have this, well, let me do this so it's gonna make them smile. Oh man, I'm still me. I still like to make people laugh. I still like to see people smile. But I do it from such an authentic place that doesn't go against my soul. When I was out this weekend and driving, you know, I felt I was gonna actually be facing a test. And so I was preparing myself like, okay, Cedric, you know, you don't wanna go backwards. You don't wanna go backwards. One of the things I realized, I said, you know what, Cedric? If you're ever feeling that you're making a decision and you have this like anxiety feeling here, you know you're going against your soul. Uncomfortable comes from in here. That's like when you're trying to push yourself, that's where it sits well for me. But when it's more about an anxiety, I know it's not right, it's here. So I have to start listening to that. So now where I am is every day I wake up and I'm like, how can I be the best version of Cedric? And boy, oh boy, does that feel good. So I made a promise to myself that from that day forward, Cedric, I, Cedric Everett Gladney, will not worry about what anyone else thinks about me, but I will worry about me living from here and doing what God wants. And as long as I continue to do that, I know I'm going to be all right. So, hope this helps, and I know that I'm continuing to walk towards my glad life. Thanks to God for listening. I love you guys. Peace and love.